Assalamu alaikum friends. In this video I will show you how to use the MOV command in TIA Portal V16 and I am using PLC S7-1200. In previous lecture I will already told how to create new project, but now you have to go to the next level. If you need to understand about the old previous project, open any project, that one, and go to the PLC and go to the program blocks, go to the main OB. In previous lectures we discussed all about that math functions commands, and now let's start with move operation. That move operation, simply can you understand about the name of this command also. Move means anything like to move here to there, other side means any data or any time, whatever any like to move, that's command name. Tani move command. First of all I will take my one input. I will give it the name is I0.0 of my this input name, and I will make it this one, open contact, and then I will write it here MW20, and here it I write MD25, and I will download this program to the PLC. Then click load. See how this command works. For an example, this my I0.0 is already on, and if I off my this command, for example this is the off, and I will write it here, for example 2123, and it will be no pass the value because of my input is not ready. When I gives the signal at I0.0, after that command will be execute this value to the other side. See, when I hand this one, it's past the value 1 2 3, he moves this value. This value is showing in this form. Because of this format is showing in automatic, I will make it in decimal, and after you can see this value in, for example I will write it here 2345, and it will be past this value 2345, and if you like it here 15, it will be past that 15. And why this command used? For an example, somewhere in the program you are using any timer, for example, and you say when this timer will on, when my input comes from the field one, any I0.0 or I0.1 or 2 or 3 or 5 which you designed in the hardware, when this signal or sensor, for example this one comes, after my motor starts for 15 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and after my motor will be just on, and after this will be start. To solve how to use, see, I tell you in simple way. This Here you can take that one branch, and here I will use my one timer. I will use my one timer. On delay timer I will use it here, and I give this data MW MD25. Because of this timer I am using for this data register I am doing for this move operation. And here also I take my one coil to, for example, Q0.0 I will use to run this command. And here if you like to see that data pass time, what's the running time of your timer, also you can use any data. For example, MD30 I will use, and you can see the running time at this point for your timer, how much times after your Q0.0 will be on. And this program I will download to the PLC. Click load. And make it simulation on. And see this form also I will take in display format in the decimal. I will take this also decimal, and this also I will take format in decimal. So easy to find. For example, I will write it here 3000 for 3 seconds. If you write 3 seconds, you have to write it here 3000. And when you make it on I0.0, it will be 3 seconds when completed after your Q0.0 will be on. And this data register you can take it out at the HMI, and here how much value you write it here 4 milliseconds, and when you execute the 4000 it will be past the 4000, and after 4000 your Q0.0 will be on. Any timing, yani when you're using the data register, how many data registers you like to use here in the program with timer or collection data, multiplication, division, subtractions, or anywhere you can use this move command where you like to move the data to the other area you can use. And also if you need this one data registers or words, for example, this data registers MW MD25, if you like to here, and here you like to MW35, for example, you can use it. This MD25 will be moved into the MW35, and here you also can use MW35, and you again download to the PLC as per your own logic, which kind you like to make the program. And what's the different he say 35 in timer. He says the data type word of the actual parameters does not match the data type time of the formal parameter. MW30. Because of this timer, this data because of this time you can use in D word or D end. what he says, this tag, you can use this timer in D word or D in this data you can use. He says you can't use in the at input that MW35. So if you use in MD35 for example, and this will be accept, and also it will be used here MD30 or whatever any data you like to write it here, you can write it here. After this will be collect, and this data also use it. You have to, if you like to this time, you have to write it here. So must be this data register and this data register will be same. For example, here also MD35 you have to write. After your value will be passed it here. And then again download to the PLC, and it will be load and make it simulation on. And when you stop that execution, and here you, for example, you write the 4000, and it will be when execute, and execute after 4 seconds your coil will be on. Oh sorry, this 4000 you write in MD, this is not in seconds any, this is going to in another form. This you have to do in modify in, sorry, this value modify in hexa. I put in decimal, and after you put here 4000, and now this is the value of your timer have 4 milliseconds, and write it again. See, that's 4 seconds after it will be pass your value, and that's why it's showing this value. It's also this value is showing in decimal form, hexa format or automatic. When you put it in decimal, after it will be showing look like this one. And if also you like to write it this one in another form in hexa, if you write, you will put D45. See how much is coming. This value will be coming 3397 in hexa. If you write it in D, and this is have more in language, inshallah will be next lectures. I will explain you, and I will give you the more examples for the move command and other various commands to use. Any data you like to use here, for example 16A I will write. After this is in hexa value 362, and this will be only just micro 3 seconds or something this will be doing, and it will write if 3200A. After see how much the value, this is 2 seconds, and look like this value coming. And after if you likes 5000 in hexa, this will be other, but this is value will be 20,480, and if you write it here 5 seconds, you will write it here 5000, and this will be 5 minutes, and it will be continuously move from here. When this value you move it here, this value comes at this point, and your timer will be starts running now. See, after 5 seconds you will energize your coil. So I hope you understand about this move command, how to use in the program. When you're using this command in your program, you use with your own method. If you not understand anything, can send me message in comment section. I will give you feedback as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.